Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Paula and I live a keto, low carb lifestyle. And today I'm going to be showing you a little bit about how to use the Carb Manager app. Now, there are a lot of different apps out there, great apps that people use to keep track of their carbs and their macros. But I only know Carb Manager, and so that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. So if you are looking for an easy to use app that will help you keep track of your macros, then I recommend Carb Manager. I use the free version of Carb Manager. They do have a paid version. I guess there's more perks to it, but I don't use it for that. I just use the free version. And also, if you go on your computer and you go to Carb Manager, like I think it's just carbmanager.com. I will try to put the link down below in the description. You can also do it from your computer because I do it from my laptop as well. Also, if you don't know what your macros are supposed to be, you can go to my website, lowcarbrevelation.com, click on there's a little picture of me that says I can calculate your macros, something like that. You can click on that and I can figure them out for you if you want to do that. Now, I have done that before in videos, and then all of a sudden I get swamped with people wanting me to do their macros. So if you do purchase that, realize that I'm the only person doing this, and sometimes it takes me a day or two to get through the orders. So and I actually have to physically email the person for the information. I have to go to figure them out and then email you back. So it does take time to go through and get everybody's orders done. So just be patient if you do purchase that. It's not automated. It is me doing all of it. So if you do purchase it, know that it could take a day or two for me to get to you. It's not because I'm ignoring my emails. It's because I'm working through other orders. So check it out. I just went to carbmanager.com. All right. They do have an app over in the App Store. You can go to on your phone to your App Store, type in Carb Manager, and you will get the app. You'll see it on there, and you can pull that up and set up your account and all of that. It's very easy. This offers a lot of different things. You can go on here, you can play around with it. This is your macros. I haven't entered anything for the day. Once you start entering it, you will see your stats. Then you have your goals. This will tell you how much carbs, protein, and fat you should have. Now, once you get your macros, like if I calculate your macros for you or someone else does it or you do it on your own, you can go to Carb Manager, go in the settings, and put your own macros in there. Now, Carb Manager has a way when you set up your account, it'll ask you how much your weight is and your height and all of that. And it will kind of give you a little macros suggested by them. But if you have your own macros done, you can actually put them into your settings when you set up your account information, and you can change it anytime you want. So normally what you would do when you're starting your day is you would go over to this plus up here. There's a little plus over here. You would click on that. There's these little pictures here, icons, so you can click on what you want to do. So if you want to add food, you would click on that. You can also scan food, like if you buy packaged food, there's a big database in here of scanned food, so you can scan the barcodes with your phone, and it will, it'll break it down for you that way. You can track how much water you drink throughout the day. You can play around here with your weight, your exercise. You can enter your exercise every day and all of that. But I mostly use this for keeping track of food. So you would go to the little icon that says add food. And then this little thing comes up, and it's going to show you some of my foods that I typically would choose from, like the most recent things. So up here is a search, and you can search, let's say you're eating scrambled eggs for breakfast. So right here, it says scrambled eggs. I'm going to pick this one, and it will say how many servings do you want. This already has 4 calculated in here, but I'm going to have 3 because I normally have 3 eggs. So I'm going to minus down to 3, and it's going to tell me right here my carbs for the eggs. A lot of people don't know that eggs have carbs, but they do. The fiber, the protein, the fat, and the calories. So if you want to just look it up, you can just do that. But let's say you want to add your foods for the day. So you're going to add this to your log, okay? I'm going to X out of this. And you can go here and it'll show you already how much protein you've had. It'll show you how much fat and how much calories. So this will show you my macros, and then it will show you how much I've had and how many grams left for the day I have. So that's pretty basic. You could go throughout the day and add in your foods. At the end of the day, you will be able to see on your graph all of the foods that you ate. It will tell you what your protein was, what your fat was, what your calories was, what your carbs were, and all of that. And also you can scroll down and you'll be able to see your log. It's a little easier on your phone for me. I think it's a little more simpler looking. There's a lot on here compared to what it looks like on your phone. You can see over here, you can add your water intakes. Let's say I want to have, let's say I've already had 3 glasses of water for the day. It's really, really cool. So now I'm going to show you how to create a meal and break it down into servings. A lot of people don't know how to do this. Like when they are making, let's say, a pot of chili or a pan of lasagna or a casserole, and you want to be able to see how many carbs, protein, fat, calories is in one serving of that big casserole that you're making. So I'm going to show you how to do that from start to finish on here. So you're going to go right here to meals. You can find it on your phone too. It'll just say meals. You're going to click on that. And you're going to have this little thing here with all these different options. And right here, I can click on my food and recipes, show all the recipes. This is all the recipes that I've created, like for my cookbook and my blog. I will enter all the ingredients in and it breaks it down for you. So I don't really have a recipe to create right now. So I'm just going to go over one of the recipes that I've already created. So normally you would pick create recipe and you would type in all of your ingredients, but I'm just going to show you mine. Let's do my antipasta salad. It's the first one. And you will see here that it's already figured out for me. 7 grams of carbs is in a serving. It shows you how much fiber, how much net carbs, how much protein, how much fat, and how much calories. You can change the serving size here. And I could scroll down here and you can see all of my ingredients. So I added all of these ingredients in here. You'll see when you go to create a recipe, it'll have this little box with a plus sign in it, which is an add. You click on that box and you add your ingredient, and then you add your other ingredient, then you add your other ingredient, and you keep adding your ingredients until your full recipe is added into there. And then the nutrition facts are all down here. And I just complete the recipe at the end and it will have it all figured out for you right up here at the top. So that is how you break it down. You have to break it down per serving. That's how you create a recipe. You put it into your Carb Manager, and then it's stored under your account, and it'll be under your recipes because you added it. So the next time you go to make, let's say the pasta salad, all you got to do is type in, my pasta salad, whatever you named it, and it will come up for you and you can log it in your daily carb count. And it's really easy once you get your recipes added in there. So I just wanted to show you real quick how to use it. It's very user friendly once you go in and you start moving around. If you're not real good on your phone, like techie on your phone with apps, go on to carbmanager.com on your computer. It's much bigger. You can see it much bigger in front of you, and just start looking at all the different options and clicking around. And it's pretty easy to daily log your foods in there, and it is easy to create recipes. You just have to go over to create recipe, add all your ingredients, name your recipe, put the serving size of your recipe. Let's say you're making the pasta salad and you want to eat 1 cup of that. You'll break it down just to 1 cup, and it will tell you how many carbs, how many fat, protein, all of that is in that serving. So it's a great tool to use, especially if you make casseroles and soups and all of that. You can create your own recipe and it will break it down for you. It's very, very, very good tool to have. So I'm getting ready to go in and make me and Ed some breakfast, and it is 11:40. We're getting pretty hungry. So I'll show you what we're having for our first meal today. And then the rest of the video today will be showing you what we're eating throughout the day today. And let's get at it. I'll see you in a minute. All right, it is 12 o'clock and we are having ham and cheese omelets with a little bit of onion. These are 3-egg omelets and a little bit of cheddar cheese, a little bit of ham, onions all sauteed together.
Oh my goodness.
Ed said it was really good. He's already working on his. So this is what's for our first meal. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, so it is 4:45 and we are getting ready to have dinner. I'm getting ready to make dinner. And so today we're gonna be making Big Mac patties. And so basically I'm just gonna be frying up some hamburger patties with cheese on top. And we serve that on a bed of lettuce with some onions and pickles and a Big Mac sauce. And so I'm gonna show you how I make my Big Mac sauce. It's really easy, just a few ingredients here. So here's how we do it. All right, so we start with mayonnaise as our base, and I like to use avocado mayonnaise. I really like Chosen brand, but this is what I could get up here. So I've got the Sir Kensington's, and I'm not going to really measure this out, but the recipe is over on my website for this Big Mac sauce at lowcarbrevelation.com. So you just take some mayonnaise and some yellow mustard. I don't know if this one's been opened yet. Let me make, yep, it's still sealed up. All right, let me get this off of here. Okay, you're gonna have a couple of teaspoons of yellow mustard and some sugar-free ketchup. This is Primal, and you only need about a teaspoon or so. And I had this one turned upside down to get the last of the ketchup out of here. So we're just gonna use whatever's in here. All right. And then I have some white vinegar here. The recipe calls for white wine vinegar, but I don't have any. So I'm using what I have on hand, which is white vinegar. And you need some dill relish. You want to make sure you don't get the sweet relish because it has too much sugar in it. Put a couple of teaspoons of that in there. And a little bit of paprika. Some onion powder. And some garlic powder. And that's it. You just give this a nice mix and you have a very good tasting, what we like to call Big Mac sauce. And this is really great on top of cheeseburger patties. And I'll show you how we put it all together in just a few minutes after I get my patties all made up. So I'll be back. All right, so this is what it looks like. I have a bed of iceberg lettuce. I put a few slices, thin slices of onion on there, some chopped up pickles, the 2 hamburger patties, and then I take my Big Mac sauce and spread it across the top. And then to top it off, I don't know if you've ever had the sesame seed bun with the Big Mac, but take some sesame seeds and just lightly sprinkle it over the top, and Big Mac salad. So I'll be back. All right, so I am back in my bedroom hiding out. The guys are in there watching a movie, and I just came in here to close out the video. I don't know why I don't make that Big Mac salad more often. It is so delicious. It really does have a lot of great flavor, really good, nice and filling. Right now I am having a cup of hot tea. This is decaf tea, and it is really good. It is by Celestial Seasonings, and it is cinnamon apple. It is caffeine free, and I just made a cup of this for me and Ed. I just opened this for the first time and tried this, and it is so good. I think that this would be good to steep some of this in water and use it as a jello. I don't know if you've ever made that before, but you can take some hot tea and brew it and then mix it with gelatin and have jello. And I think this would be a great flavor for that. It has a really great appley taste to it, appley. So anyways, it's been a long day. I'm going to go ahead and close out this video for today. I hope that I explained Carb Manager enough for people to understand. It really is user-friendly. All you have to do is go on there and just kind of look around and click around, and that's how I learn, just by exploring. So I don't track my macros anymore. I don't really keep track of anything except for my carb count. I keep my carbs under 20 total grams a day, and I really focus on getting a lot of protein, and I get some healthy fats and some animal fats, and that's what I do. But I do recommend that when you are just getting started on this, just so you get a feel, especially when you're coming from a standard American diet or a different way of eating, and you need to learn how many carbs are in things, how much protein is in things. It's a really good idea to keep track for a while until you get it down. And so I recommend it to my clients when I'm coaching them, just to do it for at least a month. And then after that, you can kind of start going off on your own, just keeping track of carbs and always making sure that your carbs are low. But it's something that I think is really useful in the beginning when you're just getting started out. So I'm going to go ahead and go. Make sure you subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you really soon. Have a great night, and God bless.